One of the many things I've had to unlearn is a sense of schmegual debt to men. Because feeling like I owe men things, including brown chicken, brown cow, is a part of my social conditioning in the system that teaches me that, yeah, of course, this belongs to men. Everything's about men and their comfort and their needs, right? The king baby needs a pacifier. But it's also a part of my own family system of codependency, because all this crap is intensified even more if you grew up with a king baby daddy, a narcissist, alcoholic, predator, any of those things in your family, especially if one of them was your caretaker. Now, I didn't realize how extreme and messed up this thinking was until I was a ski instructor in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and I ended up hooking up with this dude, and I totally didn't want to, like most hookups before my late 30s. And literally the only reason why I hooked up with him was not because of him putting any real pressure on me, but because all of it was coming from within. Now, how patriarchy works out in all of this is that I was at this big bonfire at the end of the ski season, and this dude showed up. I didn't know who he was. I wasn't attracted to him at all. But he was also, a raft guide like I was, and so we were talking shop, and he was hilarious. He used to be the West Virginia State wrestling champion, talked about how he would, go training, running in trash bags to lose weight. It actually sounded like an eating disorder, to be honest. And how he was from West Virginia, and West Virginia looks like a middle finger, and he is from right here. He's super Southern, and, I'm Southern, so I was very entertained and felt a little bit at home. But then this one guy who was a cage fighter showed up at our party with his little sidekick who reminded me of Schmeagle. And that dude apparently liked me. And at the end of the night, there was no one left around this bonfire but me, my former wrestler champion guy, and cage fighter and Schmeagle. So cage fighter starts talking crap to wrestler guy. And I was like, what's going on? And he's like, well, baby, we are in a fork or fight situation. These guys won't fork you, and they think that I'm going to, and since they're not going to fork, they want to fight me. I'm like, what? So they did. They literally fought, and it was terrifying, and I was like, and I felt like a damsel in distress all of a sudden. But my wrestler got him in a chokehold, but did get a black eye in the process. So after those guys left, I cleaned up my wrestler, and then I slept on the floor of the den where everybody else was. And he was like, my heart's racing because I'm lying here next to you. And I was like, uh-oh. I basically ended up hooking up with this dude, not because I wanted to, not because I was the least bit attracted to him, but because there was a fight over me and my honor or something. And he got hurt, so I felt like I owed him.